All right, so 10-second delay and everything. We're ready to go, I think. Let me just double check. I feel like I missed something here. No, we're good. Okay, great. So back to Photoshop. I have my guy selected. But there are still parts that I might need, right? Or there's parts that I want to smooth out. So I got a pretty rough selection already. Just going to finish cleaning this area out real quick to make sure that I have all of it. So I'm going to do a quick magnetic tool right now to get the part of the pom-pom or the purse or whatever this thing is. Overall, as I was walking around the room, I was very pleased to see that you guys are all masters of selection tools already. So I don't have to really reiterate any of these parts, but just a couple more samples of how well this magnetic selection tool works. And right here, we need to add to the background. See, it's fairly fast. That's how it's able to sample and grab those pixels for you. Okay, so if I'm to delete right now, and even deselect, you see that there's a lot of jaggedness to it. So as I move forward and I look around, there's a lot of jagged edges. So what you can do is maybe even before you get rid of your background, this is a quick trick that I like to do. And for my selection masters, if you haven't seen this one before, this one might be helpful for you. So this can happen before or after you've deleted, right? So I'm going to do the before you've deleted, and then I'm going to do the after if you already deleted your image out. Don't worry, okay? Don't worry if you deleted the background. But I'm going to do the before you deleted the background, okay? So before I delete my background, I have, in my case, my background selected. The person is staying in there because I'm going to delete the background. On the top horizontal menu, your main horizontal menu, if you go down, select, modify, you have border, smooth, expand, contract, and feather. Now, I told you guys about that job I used to have where I worked at the scuba shop, and all I did was take the pictures that were taken of a model with scuba gear on. It's awesome. In a green background. And my whole job for like an entire summer after I taught swim lessons was select the person, the model, put them into the website. Select the person. It was like over and over and over again. I ended up making a macro for it. But while I was learning how to do it, I would select the background with Magic Wand, so it usually would work. Redefine the edge. So I would go to this menu right here. And it was like, seriously, I would just do this in quick, rapid fire. Ba, ba, ba. And it would always give me good results. So I would go to modify. I want to expand the contraction. I want to go into the person, right? I'm going to expand, and I'm going to expand it by 2 pixels, just a little bit. So it's out of you're not going to notice it. It's not going to be. It's really subtle that I'm going into the edges of my selection. All right. The next one I'm going to do select, modify, feather, and I'm going to do a feather of. I'm just going to keep that 5 pixels. Okay? Now, when I delete it, what I've done is because I have the background selected, I've gone into my selection just a little bit more. So if you're looking at my arm, for instance, and the selection is right around my arm, but it's right part of the background. When I expand, it goes into my arm. So I might be cutting a little bit of it off. That's OK. Because then when I feather it, it's going to feather the whole selection out. So anything that looks a little bit like jagged is going to feather it out. You're giving it a range of pixels. So for example, I need a marker. That's where the iPad comes in handy. You should have it ready. As an example, we have this right here. Happy Face Joe. Sorry about the markers. I'm getting new ones, I promise. Happy Face Joe is right here. I need to extract Happy Face Joe. So I get my selection tool, and I do a pretty good job with my selections, right? But you can see here, this is space, this is space, this is space. So then when I run my my expand, right? Because I'm selecting the background. When I run my expand for 2 pixels, it's gonna go right into the face. So those little details that I can't see, but that the computer can calculate, that's what I use it for. And the next thing I do is smooth. So right here, I have the jagged edge right here, I have a jagged edge right here, and I have a jagged edge right here. The range from this selection to here is about 5 pixels. Ish, right? Ish. So what it's gonna do is, if it's anything that's in that range and it sees a really drastic peak, it's gonna draw a smooth line over it. So it's gonna turn this into this. It's still gonna give you that contour that you have, but it will get rid of anything that's really pikey. It's gonna turn it into a curve. Okay? So run some really good mathematics on that selection, and it makes it more artistically pleasing. All right, so there we go. You press delete, you got your background out of the way. Now, what if you already deleted your background and you still have some background left over on this person, right? Thank you for the sound effects. Well, the good news is you don't have to select it all over again. That would be really annoying, to say the least. You can get your magic wand tool. The magic wand tool is located underneath your quick selection tool. And all you want to do is grab that magic wand tool, press on the white or on the transparent background, so on the part that you deleted out. Ta-da! You get your selection again. Another way to do it, if you don't want to go get the magic wand tool and blah, 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 you can press Command and select inside of your layer menu. Press Command and press on the image inside of your layer. So if that's not really clear, check the stream out, see what I did there. I press Command key, and I press inside of the layer menu on that little square that shows a little preview of my image. So that auto-selects everything for me. Every single pixel that's drawn in, that's working, is going to auto-select it. It has a similar effect to the magic wand tool. From here, then you can run your modify. Okay? Now, there's a better way. When I was doing this, I didn't have this cool menu that I just pulled up. I had to do select, modify, blah, blah, blah. That's the old school, right? When the features weren't there before. Now there's a feature for it. Same part, okay? You go to select, redefine edge. Oops, I don't know what I did there. There we go. This little menu comes up. All is there. Smooth, feather, contrast, shift edge with a preview. So now you can really see what's going on. So the old school way, hey, if you ever run into wanting to do some graphic arts and you can't afford Photoshop, you get GIMP. GIMP is probably going to have the old school menu, so that's why I'm showing you how to use it. If you can afford Photoshop, or at least get a trial long enough to get your work done, this is the way you go about it. So definitely use the new features that are on there because they're more helpful. But know that there's more than one way, right? You don't have to always look for that menu. Whichever one you can find first, or which one that your mind connects to, that's the one you want to grab. All right? So that's kind of it for selections today. Tomorrow I'll go over masking. And if one of my selection masters wants to go over masking, I'll be more than happy to turn the tables to you, and you guys can demonstrate it to the class. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. All right, so I'll stop this lecture out, and then I'll come around the room and just help you guys get those selections out. And tomorrow we'll do quick mask. Really fun other selection methods to do, especially if you're working with a tablet. I think it's fairly fun to do. You can use brushes for your selection, so you can apply some really crazy, different ways of selecting things. That's the cool part about masking. Other than that, we're good to go. Let me see here. I have to, what was I going to do next? Oh, yeah, stop the lecture. Yes.